My name is Guillaume Delvigne. I'm a designer for 10 years now, and I founded this small studio. We are 3 people working on different projects like products and furniture pieces, lights, mostly pieces you can find in the house. But we can also work on projects like interiors or, I don't know, cars. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We like to play with all these different possibilities. I can talk about one of my first pieces. It was a few years ago in 2005 or 6. I designed with Yona Vautrin, another young French designer. This ball you can see here, it's called Panier Percé. This editor, they first started with rapid prototyping. We were doing exhibitions with other young designers, and some of these rapid prototyping pieces became some real products, and this one was one of the first. And we didn't knew it was going to be in porcelain. We just wanted to do something particular, kind of difficult to do with all these holes. It's a nightmare to do, but in China they have a very good knowledge of to do these fine pieces, and they managed to do it. Also because we had rapid prototyping pieces to do the mold, so it was a combination between technology and very high knowledge of the material. When you buy the object, it's empty and you can do whatever you want. But we gave to them a drawing, an example of what they could do, and mostly they follow the example, but the most creative people can also do their own customization. This piece is made of 2 parts. The structure is in metal, and the piece on the top is made of hand-blown glass by a craftsman with whom I'm used to work. I like to work with these guys because it's very impressive to look at them doing these pieces in very big molds of wood, and it's the same way to work like 300 years ago. And but they like, some of them like to work on contemporary and modern pieces, and it's very interesting. So I presented these pieces by my own. I made the prototypes by myself, and looking for an editor. This time with this project, I wanted to have a different approach, and instead of working on a brief, I wanted to bring an idea, a project, and to find the right editor. And a few months after, an Italian editor who made lightings called me because he was interested by the project. He saw it on internet. He didn't saw the project at the fair, but hopefully now with the internet, people can look from everywhere what you did. So he saw it, and he called me because he wanted to work and to start with these projects, and after perhaps if it works on new projects of lights. So the experience was good, and I hope we can bring the product into production. This last years we saw a lot of new French editors like La Chance, Super-ette, or galleries. It wasn't like that 10 years ago, and thanks to this new generation, I think the young designers can show their work to the world. So thanks to that, French designs is shown all around the world, and I think it's a progress respect to 5 or 10 years ago. It's not that there is much more talent. I think 10 years ago there was already some very good designers, but it was more difficult for them to work with editors. But there are more and more designers too in the schools, because young people, the design is one of the jobs. No, comment on dit, métier.
The jobs.
Jobs that young people want to do now. I don't know why. Perhaps because we can see on TV, on magazines, a lot of articles about how to do a better house, and it's more attractive. The field of design, of where we can propose to bring our creativity is growing, because the market is very hard now, and people understood that you should have a nice product to be able to be visible. So that's a good point in a way. The crisis forced everybody to do a better work, so a better identity, to be different from the others, some nice products to be to make the difference. And so I think we have a great opportunities, and there is a lot more to do. It's never finished. So I'm not too afraid for the future. I think design can bring always more. So